Hi everybody, welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today we are looking at Joe Burrow, the Super Bowl versus the Rams. What the hell happened? We are breaking it down. Let's get into it. Welcome to the QB School. So this video is a small sample size of what will be available very quickly at the Quarterback School Patreon community, which is the entire full game analysis, Bengals offense, Rams defense. And I thought it was the most interesting way to approach this game. That was a little bit of a struggle to watch for me personally. But I think as you watch the entire all 22 from one side, you can start to see how difficult it was for the Bengals. Whether Joe Burrow was hurt, just not playing very well, missing throws, missing reads, all of the above. Certainly the pass protection, the run blocking unit. There were deficiencies all over the place for the Bengals. Now, that doesn't take anything away from the Rams, what they were doing at the line of scrimmage specifically, but there were opportunities down the field that for whatever reason weren't taken, weren't seen, weren't utilized, weren't communicated. And I think it really came back to get the Bengals at the end when they had opportunities to potentially come back and make it really interesting at the end. So if you're excited to see that, check out the Quarterback School Patreon community. As for this one, let's get into it. The Super Bowl. What the hell happened? We are looking at it, breaking it down. First one here, Chase, bomb up top. Great throw, better catch. Fight through a little hand action there. Ramsey gets that right hand on the inside hand of Chase, makes a one-handed catch, and gets up and finishes. That's just simply an outstanding job wide receiver-wise. Nice throw. Also watch the back here. Pass protection, not a big deal. Boom, bear hug. Thank you. Never going to get called, especially in this game. That's a hell of a finish. Just technique-wise here with Ramsey. Ramsey did it. I thought a pretty good job of covering most of the time. If you're going to take a shot with him, I feel like this is the way to do it, and it's just to try to go by him. And it's not like this is necessarily poor coverage. I think he guesses a little bit at the top here, but you can see it looks like, both corners are kind of playing a little bit of like off catch. They're not necessarily in a true pedal, but he just gets his feet twisted and go right by him. But that's an outstanding throw. That's a great finish. It's not bad coverage. But if you're going to go at him, I almost feel like that's the best way to go at him outside the numbers down the field. Obviously, it helps when you pull his face mask, but the pass protection is a big deal. And it's important to pay attention here to the back. So we're sliding to Donald, and then the back is winning one-on-one or losing with dignity. But that's a great finish. And you really, I would have wanted the Bengals to do that more, challenge him down the field more, because there were opportunities for shots like that. Next one, touchdown pass off the toss, crack at a bunch. One of my absolute favorite red zone plays. This is a great play call, great design, nice execution, dime of a throw too. What exactly this is it forces the corner essentially in bunch to get into the run fit. So what am I talking about? Let's just pretend we're gapped out here. So right there, B gap, right here. That's a big old one. Right here, and then there's another player here outside the bunch, and the only other person out there is the corner, so he's going to have to get into the fit. Okay, so what you do here is you have this outside player come down like he's going to block the safety. The safety comes down like he's going to force the run also, and then you just run right around him. Now, you have to have a tailback who can make this play. It's not an easy throw in the world, but it is a great way, especially in the red area. I love this call because it's hard as hell to run the ball down here. And it's hard to run the ball versus the Rams anytime. But to know it's going to be hard to run down here and to let your back have kind of a not far throw, just really nice job. Great play call, great execution. Again, just watch that corner down here and the safety on the bunch check. So they're going to have to come see us, both of them coming down here. I mean, just a really nice job being able to take advantage of whatever their bunch check is. And then that's nice catch, nice finish, but that's just outstanding offensive architecture, play call, timing, all sorts of good stuff here from the Bengals. The only bummer, and this is the quarterback in me, is it takes the touchdown pass away from the quarterback, but we're all about those dubs, or at least getting it close. Next one here, 4th and 1. So this is one of those opportunities. This shows a number of things here for me. One, the fact that Joe Burrow can do a little bit with his legs when he's healthy. It's a big run, get a first down in the red area, lots to like. They're going to give you these open A gaps like this and try to get wide and put a lot of pressure on your offensive line and empty. If it's not there, get up the field. Now it's also 4th and 1, so it's important to understand the situational element of ball here with this. So running is not a bad thing. But, okay, so this is a big but. This is a really good corner, right? This is Ramsey up here, and we are got our Chase right here, our big dog. He's got a fade or a go. Okay, now, most times in 4th and 1, I would say this is not where you want to make this throw. And I think it's reasonable to say that we don't want this throw here. But I just want this to be evidence. This is on the film. I think that they got to this game because they threw balls like this, because they lived in this fade world, because they lived in this big play on the perimeter world. And if you're not going to do it on the biggest stage, it's potentially going to come back and get you. Now, that's not bad coverage, but that's a win offensively. And if Joe Burrow can drop it in the bucket, that's a touchdown. Now it's 4th and 1. So I get it that maybe not what they wanted. And just acknowledge the fact that maybe they got here by hitting those, by throwing those, by converting those. But if we're not going to throw it, I love the fact that he can use his feet a little bit. Great job. I mean, always love how he protects the ball in the pocket. 2 hands on it when he's moving. Tuck it and go get it. Really nice. And now we start getting into a little bit of the sack element of this. Getting hit, some poor decisions. So this is bunch. This is what happens when the running back does not block well. And I know a great tweet that went into significant detail about it here from yours truly. Running backs, please don't cut in pass pro. Please. So what am I talking about? Watch the back here. 50 again. Tries to cut instead of blunting him in the A-gap. Just doesn't go down. Does a great job staying up, putting his hands down. Gets up. Sack. Damn. Can't do it. So what happens here concept-wise? Well, a few things. One, we get locked down here running this intermediate route. He's all over it, squatting on this thing. Got no chance for this thing to come out here. Now, the other part about this, to me, this is an iteration of like Y cross, air raid cross. And so you would love him to get up and get over here into this window, and then you run a little in behind it. And it's just a right to left. The problem here is with this Rams odd front, 5 down front, whatever you want to call it, you never know who the hell is going to drop. So when he tries to get into this over area, there's an outside linebacker, hybrid, whatever you want to call it, right in his area. So he then has to go around it. So let me be really clear here. When he goes around this linebacker type, he becomes in the same lane as the in. And they essentially look like they're not running the right route. But in reality, I think it's just the release. So you'd love to see this over here or cross get under and over and show up to create more space, because this is a big window, and potentially, depending on what they do shell-wise here, you got a window to the over as well. So again, just the most nuanced detail here really impacting this play, the release of the point bunch man. So see how he goes outside? It's almost like he's surprised that that guy at the end of the line of scrimmage drops. And now he's in the same lane as the in down here at the bottom of the screen. Now we got nothing. It's just not good spacing. So again, from the back here, you can really see, again, watch 45. So you'd love to get under 45. First, obviously, you need the back to not take an L at the line of scrimmage, cutting. But then because he goes around 45, the point, now that you can't get over there, and see how the in and the over are like in the same window. But again, this is one of those ones where it's a fine line for me. It would be really hard for Burrow to go from R left to right, 1, 2, 3, and throw the in with 50 bearing down on him right there. Could he do it and get it off? Maybe. But I probably lean towards Burrow trying to take off right there. 3rd and 13. This time, it's a bit of a stutter hinge up top. Really nice route. 3rd and 13. Pass protection holds up. We come out there and throw a one-hopper to first baseman. I mean, this is a miss you just don't see Burrow make. And I think it's a testament a little bit here to kind of the pressure that he's feeling, and then his footwork kind of lets him down. That's as heel clicky as you will ever see Joe Burrow. I mean, multiple, right? Whew. And then he's kind of like all over himself, falling to the left. And that is a one-hopper, because that's a beautiful route versus a really good corner to your number one guy. So again, watch this little stutter. And I'm going to assume that this was a called hinge. So when I mean stutter, I mean he's coming out, stuttering his feet like he's running like a hitch and go, runs it, and he might have the ability to go and then kind of fall out of it. So I've done it both ways. Right here, he runs that kind of up, stutter, up, fall out. And it is open. It is 3rd and 13. This is a massive down, and we throw one hopper. So, I mean, this is just a stone cold truth here, what the film says. That route up top, stutter, go, got it. I mean, that's right. That's right on it. He's not throwing that with anticipation. He sees him break down. He's coming out of it. Whew. That's a rough miss on that down and distance to get that opportunity with that pass protection. The pass protection holds up here. He does a nice job kind of buying time. But, I mean, that's a beautiful pocket. 3 out of the 4 guys go by him. Oh, that's a really, really, really tough miss. My goodness. And it doesn't stop there. So still in the 3rd quarter. This time we're working Chase as the number 3. And he just stays on him too long. He needs to go from the 3 to the 1. So again, this is just like double fin or short in from the number 3 and from the number 1. He hangs on him too long. I'm going to guess that's not an option route. It almost looks like Burrow gets confused here with what Chase does. But because that number 1 receiver outside is running an in route too, I'm going to guess that it's not. So he just hangs on him. I mean, he doesn't, there's no reason to tuck this thing, right? I mean, just stay there, go 1 to 2. And I'll show you what I mean from the press box sideline view here. So again, he plays it, Burrow meaning he plays it as this is almost like an option route to Chase. So if this was an option route, you'd expect him versus this leverage, or at least I'd expect him to come up and run out or hitch out this way. But because he comes up and really kind of comes up, stutters his feet and comes across almost like more like a juke, and you get this in up top here. I think we get like an in or a middle field read here. This read is almost always 1 to 2. So fast here, right here. And so if he were to go up, no, I don't like it, yes, I like it, this is a big hit. This is not a difficult read. This is a read Joe Burrow makes consistently. 1 to 2, 1 to 2, 1 to 2, as opposed to 1, I'm going to throw it to Chase no matter what, sack. So, I mean, you can see, right, the leverage on Chase is not great to start. Right there, you're to the outside. And even when he goes and pump fakes, not even pump fake, he turns that down. He turns it down, just get your feet out. Yes, the right tackle overset. Yes, the right tackle is getting beat inside. Yes, you can't have that happen. And I think Joe Burrow can make this read under this kind of distress. No, yes. Oh. Tough. I mean, that's the reality. That's the difference between a sack and a big completion. Not a big completion, but a first down, move the chains, easy completion, relieve some pressure. Again, the right tackle just oversetting, turning his shoulders, opening the gate. Yes, Von Miller will take that every day. Last one here, an iteration of smash up top. We're just going to read the corner. So again, 2nd and 11. We're going to read the corner up top on smash. That's a corner by the inside guy and like a hitch, jerk by the number 1. Throw the corner. We're reading the corner, throw the corner up top. 1, 2, 3, throw with anticipation, must throw. Must throw. Now, are there L's up front? Yes. Could he take 3, hitch, and throw it and get hit? Yes, in my opinion. So he turns it down here with a little stunt on the R left. Their offensive line's right. I mean, the right guard for the Bengals never going to pick this up, ever. But could he take his 3, hitch, and throw it? He's going to get hit, yeah, but he gets hit regardless. He gets sacked regardless. So this is one of those ones for me. This is where watching the film, you're like, you know, something's up. It's not as clean as it has been. So when I'm talking smash, I'm talking up here, corner. This ball goes right to the 30. You throw this thing right here. It's a dime. Now you can have a bunch of different routes by the number 1. It can be a hitch. It can be a little whip. It can be a jerk where he comes in here, sits, and comes in. It can be a fin, whatever. You are reading this corner on all iterations of smash, most likely. He gets involved with this guy at all, you just put it right here. Boop. 3 steps, hitch, throw. This little twist game will not, it will hit you, but you can get it off. You can't take a sack. Yes, you're going to get hit. Yes, you got to throw it. I mean, that's pretty clean. Pretty clean. One more time from the back. Again, just watching that stunt on our left. Little TE. Got to get it off. So that is a wrap. Bengals, Rams, Super Bowl. Obviously not the best football that's ever been played, but if you're interested in a little bit more depth and nuance into what exactly happened in the game, specifically for the Bengals offense, Rams defense, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Great way to support the channel. As always, I appreciate you hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.